Hello and welcome to our look ahead at the OPEC Plus meeting, which is taking place this week. Thursday is the day for the main ministerial meeting at which the leaders of the various countries, including Saudi Arabia and Russia, will decide on output levels for May. Now remember, last month they somewhat surprised the market by maintaining the current level of production cuts, somewhere in the region of a little over 7 million barrels per day versus production levels a year ago, as well as Saudi Arabia saying that it will continue to cut an extra 1 million barrels per day from the market, from what it was producing about this time last year. Now, that decision was questioned, but it's proved vindicated, really, I think, by the price action. We've seen oil prices come off those highs over the last few weeks since the meeting. Brent prices had risen above $70, but have since retraced back towards the $60 mark. And WTI trades are around about $61, $62 at the moment. So it's been a more challenging few weeks for oil bulls. We had been expecting this big reopening bounce, but the market somewhat front run that. Speculative long positions have been liquidated, and at the moment markets are really waiting to see what happens on the demand side as the US reopens. But of course we have concerns about rising cases there. Joe Biden demanding states reimpose some restrictions, as well as in Europe, where cases are rising. ICU cases are rising in France in particular, and lockdown restrictions have been reinstated in Italy. So there's lots of concerns on the demand side, and I think really that's why this week OPEC will keep production levels unchanged through May, and Saudi Arabia will commit to cutting the further 1 million barrels per day that it already is. Now, what to look out for? Well, I think Russia no longer holds the trump cards like it did perhaps a year or two ago in this OPEC Plus cartel, with Saudi Arabia prepared to take the strain with this extra 1 million barrels per day. Russia really cannot do an awful lot, even if it wants to raise production in order to hurt US shale producers. We've seen the US rig count rise for 8 straight months, although production so far is not coming on stream to any massive extent to really worry OPEC just yet. Russia may get an additional few thousand barrels, we'll see on that one, but it'll be tinkering at the sides. Also watch for the UAE. It's been spending big on increasing its production capacity, and its new Murban benchmark launches this week. We'll also be looking at the likes of Libya and Iran, where they are exempt from production cuts and their production could be rising, so keep an eye on that one. So lots to look out for, but we expect OPEC should maintain the current course of action, maintain current cuts, and try to keep a floor under oil prices. I think the $60 marker is the key level that it wants to defend, and it won't be seeking to rock any boats just yet.